Good morning. Welcome to Jenn Jiggles. Today is January 13th, 2019. How are you? I am 3 pounds lighter than I was a week ago. Tuesday. It's kind of working. I kind of lost weight over the weekend and then 0.2 pounds and then I kind of gained it back this morning. But, yeah. I still lost 3 pounds in total. So I'm very happy with that. If you're new, hi, welcome. If you're old viewer, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're old. Welcome back. Anyway, yeah. So we talked and we decided to start again on Monday. That way I would actually get my 4 days off. And so yeah, it's back to Navy diet for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Ian went off to work. He's gonna suffer because compared to the lunches I usually pack him, which are, you know, 7-course meals, he is gonna suffer. Ian likes his stuff. He likes a Bicky at noontime with his tea after he eats his lunch. He doesn't have a Bicky. For breakfast, he got an orange, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and a slice of bread to toast at work. They have a full kitchen at his employment, which is really nice, like a proper kitchen with everything. And then for lunch, he's got a cup of cottage cheese and another slice of toast. And he can have a cup of coffee this morning with his brekkie and one with his lunch, and then he has to wait to eat anything else till he gets home. And that is not my Ian. And I think he's going to really struggle at night because he is a snacker. And I mean, it's going to be great for me, even if he only does it for the 3 days and never does it again. It's going to be fabulous for me because at least I'll have 3 days where I'm not going, oh my God, would you please stop eating? Please stop eating tonight. So yeah, so that's good. But, you know, maybe, who knows? I sound really negative, but Ian likes his coffee. He's going to be miserable because he's hungry, and he's probably going to have a caffeine headache. So, we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, I'm having my coffee. The funny thing is, he bought like this very rich roasted Nescafe instant coffee by mistake for me because he knows I don't like bitter coffee. And it was just a mistake. It was an honest mistake because he perks his own on the stovetop. And I had my cup this morning with my regular teaspoon and went, fuck it out. And then went, oh. So I'm only allowed 1 cup of coffee, which I am still having. But it's really now 2 cups of coffee because I added water to the half cup that was left and put it on the stovetop because the microwave, when you microwave drink, did you ever notice that it doesn't stay hot for very long? So I put it in a saucepan on top of the hob and brought it to a boil and put it into my Starbucks mug, which keeps stuff cold forever. Or hot forever, I should say. And yeah, so I'm actually getting 2 cups, really. And there'll be water until lunch, and then I'll have my lunch, and yeah, be okay. So yeah, so 3 pounds. Exercise over the weekend. Basically, I did my knee twist, which is basically I bring one of my knees up to the opposite breast, as far as I can get it, and twist the other way, you know, to exercise my abs and my butt and everything. And I just did those randomly. We had shit going down here this weekend. For shame, I took my Christmas tree down Saturday. I know it was late. But I put my Christmas tree up 2 weeks later than I normally do, and I felt like I hadn't had enough time with my tree. I hate doing that. I hate that. So, yeah, I went down late. And then I'm talking to the neighbor woman, who I don't particularly cotton to because she's quite a racist. Because the first question out of her mouth was, how do you like living next door to them? Being this sweet little Pakistani couple that are next to me. It's like, everybody's not like you. I'm not racist, so I don't mind, and they're nice, so go away, question mark, exclamation point. And now that we have that wall up, they can't look in my back window, so we're even better neighbors. But yeah, so then she said, I was laughing and saying, you know, because I was trying to change the subject. Yeah, I'm finally going to take my tree down and the stuff around my door. And she goes, yeah, my daughter pulled up in front of your house and said, doesn't she know that it's not Christmas anymore? And I just went, Christ, you're rude. You not only are you racist, but you're rude. So I just went, yeah, well, you know, I didn't have enough time in my tree. Anyway, that's an English thing. If you want to know what it means, go look it up. It's not nice. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, I did some work outside. I did some work in the basement with Ian, which I walked into that main basement and went, oh my God. He has taken all the rendering off the brick all along the back and side walls, and it looks fantastic. He has worked so hard down there. I'm not lazy. I would help him, but I have really bad sinuses, and that kind of dust that might have a little, even tiny bit of mold in it kills me. So he's like, you just stay away. And of course, we've already insulated the ceiling and everything, so none of that is, you know, getting into the house, and that's good. So I'm quite happy with that progress, and quite happy with some of the stuff I got done outside. Next weekend, if it is sunny, we're going to be getting a hell of a workout because we're doing two things. The first thing is we're going on the other side of our back garden wall, which is basically the railway's property, but we are like everyone else except for the dude with all the trash on the other side of his, where he's tipping onto the railway's property, which is none of my business. What's wrong for me off, because it makes the neighborhood look really bad. We're going on the other side, and we're going to be cutting down back the shrubs about 10 feet because there are brambles and things in there, and that's not nice because in the summertime it grows, brambles grow so quickly, and they climb everywhere. So they're climbing, and brambles are nasty. They climb over the walls, and you basically have to have welding gloves on to hold them, to cut them. So we're going to cut all that back and get it away, and I'm going to take the tiller in there, and I'm going to till the ground flat back there. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to put down some of that black plastic that doesn't allow things to grow up through, just to kind of keep all of that back. But I think the first thing I'm going to do after the tilling is water that ground with water and vinegar to kill any plant life that is in that area permanently. The next thing we're going to do is take down the rock wall in the back. Now, we're only taking down the rock wall. I'm hiring somebody to come and haul all of the extra soil and the actual pavers away. So we're planting trees down there. And I've got a couple trees already purchased to plant, but we're trying to figure out in our own mind's eye how we want to do the periphery. Because we're having new fence put in, hopefully this summer. If not, it's going to be next spring. And so we don't want to plant too close to that because we don't want them to knock our trees. But my idea is to get pine trees and plant them along all of the fences, and then a little staggered out from the very back fence, and then get some birch, white birch, and maples, and plant them along with a couple apple trees down there. So it's kind of foresty looking, and yeah. So there you go. That's all that's going on. Can you give me 1 second, because I have to check the time. Oh my God, I'm at 9 minutes and I haven't done anything really good. So yeah, so that's our exercise for next week. I think we're going to start doing our hiking next week if the weather is better as well. Our anniversary is coming up the weekend after. Yeah, the weekend after. So we have some plans for that, and it's kind of like the succession of celebration. It's our anniversary, and then a week later it's my birthday, and then a week after that it's Valentine's Day, so it's kind of all clumped together. Right. So, I guess sewing first. The top that I said I was going to use, sorry, that's the interfacing for the top, that I was going to make using this butterfly material. I don't know if you guys can see if it's even in the picture, but all the pattern pieces are now cut out and they've all been ironed, and yeah, so I can get to that as soon as I have some time, which will probably be tomorrow. I'll talk about changing up the podcast in a little while. Not this one. I will never disturb this one. But I said last week, I guess I'll just talk about it now then. I said I was going to podcast for you guys today, and then tomorrow I was going to do Cyder House Crafts and then publish it on Thursday. But you're going to see in a couple minutes I have some sock things and some sewing things, and there's a lot of other things that I've gotten done that if I just wait a couple days to podcast for Cyder House Crafts, I can take care of this issue with the socks. So I am going to do that. Sorry, I have to drink something. I need something in my stomach because I'm really hungry. So anyway, so I got some of my Halloween stuff put up. I don't even know if you can see it over here, but I've got some Be Still decorations that I got in front of me here, which will be fine when the shelves get put up. We're going to do the shelves, I think, this weekend as well. That's going to get done. And then all of this stuff on my trundle day bed can get off it, and I can get on with you know, making that a nice space and this a nice space and organizing more. So, right. Yeah, that's it with that. Okay, I am, oh, sugar pie, honey bunch, you know that I love you. I forgot to bring up the little lights that I got for the casket. I did order the little lights for the casket to light up my skeleton, and I forgot to bring them up. I'll show it on Cyder House Crafts, you'll see it then. Okay, let's talk about some stuff first. Okay, I'm going to show the scarf first, that Jasmine scarf by Pearl Soho. Or on Pearl Soho. I don't even know if I've got it here, who designed it. I don't think I do, because I don't think I ever printed the first page of this pattern, to be honest. TBH. Nope. I did not. Anyway, I'll show a picture of the Jasmine scarf. I don't even know if that's focusing because I don't have a camera, but there you go. If it doesn't, I'll pop a picture in. So this is the work that I've gotten done on the Jasmine scarf so far. So the last time you guys saw it is where this little row marker is, and this is how much I've gotten done. I haven't done a ton on it, but I've done enough. Yeah. So I am enjoying it. It's just, to be honest with you, I'm glad that I decided that this was going to be just pick it up when you get bored shitless with everything else. And it is a nice break. I don't know if you guys can see how that fading is coming out, but you can kind of see where it was darker, now it's fading into lighter there. But yeah, so this is going to be however long it's going to be based on the wool that I have that I'm knitting it with. So whatever it ends up being, that's it. Here, I'll just turn it this way. So hopefully that focuses. And yeah, so I'm getting out to, maybe if I open it up a little bit, you'll be able to, hang on, I'll try to open it up so you guys can kind of see what's happening on the inside. I don't even know if that's focusing. Anyway, if it didn't, sorry. I can't believe I broke that light. God, that makes me mad. Anyway, so that's that, the Jasmine scarf. Okay, so let's talk about Helen's socks first. Right, so I'm a dork, a jerk, an idiot, whatever else you want to say about me, that's fine. Because I would not agree today. So yesterday, Ian went down to the basement to do the walls. And I started doing my 5 rows because I knew on my socks, because I knew if I did the 5 rows yesterday and then got 5 rows done today, then I would be at the heel. And I am on the heel, at the heel point for both of these socks. However, having said that, I started knitting on my lovely Hell's Hollow socks, and then realized I had dropped a stitch about, I don't know, 20 rows down. I'm going to try to find where it is right there. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see the little hitch there, but I dropped a stitch. So then I went to look for, sorry if that didn't focus, by the way. Then I went to look for my crochet needles, my crochet hooks, because I thought I'll just use one of my smaller crochet hooks and just, you know, bring the stitch up from the ladder. So if you're new to knitting, you basically, if you drop a stitch, which means you don't knit it and it kind of goes down and your work increases, but that stitch just stays dead wherever you've dropped it. So for me, I dropped it down here and then I had to bring it up to here. Anyway, you basically hook into it and then go under the ladder. So when you pull your knitting apart, you'll see little ladders. Here, let me see if I can demonstrate that. You'll see little ladders. You see the little line, the horizontal line. So you bring that up through there and then you hook it over and it creates a knit stitch. And you keep doing it and going up and up and up. Anyway, the tall and short of it is I could not find my crochet hooks. They're in a pack. I have been putting everything back where I found it, so I know exactly where it is. And those little boogers are nowhere to be found, and I am so upset about it. So anyway, ended up doing it with knitting needles, which isn't really a lot of fun, but there you go. I got it done. So now I'm getting, this is where it was last time, where you see the little stitch marker that Helen sent me, which is a little thistle. This is where we were last time, right up here, and I've knit all of that. And now I can move my stitch marker. But actually, no. Have I? Yes, I have. So now I'm going to turn the heel tomorrow morning in each one of the socks, and then I can start on the leg. So I saw Helen's podcast where she said she was doing the same 5 row a day on her socks as well. Helen, some days it seems like it's really slow going, and then other days I look down and I go, wow, holy crap. I am making progress. For me, like I said last week, it's just, you know, slow and steady wins the race kind of stuff. So anyways, this is Helen Duffin from Sprite 966. This is her self-striping wool, and she sent this to me as a gift very graciously, and I love this so much. I have a surprise for you, by the way. I decided not to ship yours and Kim's Christmas packages for a very good reason, which you'll find out in probably 2 months' time. Not probably, it will be 2 months' time, because everybody gets shit at Christmas. But who gets random presents in the middle of the year? Absolutely fucking no one. So, there you go. Lots of fun. Anyway, this is the Hell's Hollow. I hope that focuses, because this is the most amazing wool ever. It's a very nice knit with. Sorry, I bend over because I'm old and fat. And, yeah. And it's in a project bag of mine, which, you know, I didn't know if I was going to like it, because it's, I put very stiff interfacing in, but not fusible fleece. And I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. Oh, Helen's button. Don't know if that'll focus or not, but hopefully. Anyway, yeah, so we got that. And then we have, last, we have that Jingle Bell Rock from Craft House Magic. Ellie is amazing, and she dyes her wool and sells needles and all sorts of things in her shop. So let me get this out. So this is also ready to have the heel turned. So there'll be a lot of heel turning, which is my least favorite thing to do, to be honest, on a sock. I don't mind the monotony of knitting stockinette. I just turning heels, but I like my heel turning process, because I just do from Knit Pearl. She had a tutorial on German short row heels, and that's what I do every time. So these are my socks. The last time you saw it was where you see the little, well, you know what I'm gonna do, because this is already way long anyway, is I am going to put this in the other way, and hopefully you'll see the squid. So this is my stitch marker from Mothy and the Squid, and the sock. It is ready for a heel turn. I'm so excited, and I love this wool because it's so sparkly. So yeah, and the beauty of this is that I would have already done my Christmas socks for the year, and I would have already gotten Halloween socks done for the year. So for me, that's really good, and it means that it frees me up to do not that that's not something I want to do, but it frees me up to do something different during September, October, November, December. So yeah, and I don't know what that's going to be, so if you have a suggestion, put it in the comments below. I'd really like it. Now, I have something to talk about. Craft toys. I started cross-stitching again. I'm not bringing my cross-stitching up to show because you'll see it tomorrow, and you won't be surprised if you watched Craft House Magic, or if you watched Cyder House Crafts before, you saw that Riola's pattern that had the two cats sat on the fence with the little French houses, and I have not finished that yet. Like, that's been in my cross stitch for like 2 years. And so the other day I just couldn't take any more knitting, and I didn't want to sew. It's not that I didn't want to sew, had just finished sewing up Ian's sweater. So, oh yeah, that's done, but you'll see that on Thursday. And so I thought, you know what, fuck it, go pick that up. Excuse French. And I'm gonna really try hard not to swear so much, because my husband hates that I do, and frankly it's not very ladylike. So I picked that up. But what I'm gonna do, not this month but next month, is get the two witches, and I call them the two witches. It's myself. So Kim sent me a witch, and a cross stitch witch, sorry, and for me to do the other one. So I have done that, and now it's in the frame. It's not straight, so I have to take it out. But what I'm going to do, not in the February edition of Cyder House Crafts, is make sure that that got straightened out in the frame. And so I'm going to show more of my cross stitching. I have picked out 2 things to cross stitch on for Cyder House Crafts, but I'm not going to pressure myself. I know people are totally into cross stitch, but a lot of people are into cross stitch, just cross stitch. And that's not you, Kim, because you obviously knit and cross stitch and quilt like a freaking mad woman, gorgeous quilts. But yeah, so I've picked 2 small projects to work on. One is Halloween. And that is the skeleton that goes into that casket. And the second project is, oh God, what's her name? Prairie Schooler. And it is some angels that were just done on like a cream colored Aida cloth. But the angels were basically done in just black. And they are beautiful, and that pattern is up there. I don't have it down here yet, but it's in that bin right there. So I'm going to be getting those down. Because they're small, I can do them quite quickly. So yeah, so I got a lot done this week, and I'm quite pleased with myself. Let me check the time. Holy shit, I've been talking to you guys for 24 minutes. I should probably go now. Yeah. So that's that. I guess. That's that. So, yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go so I can email my husband and say hello, good morning, and I'm gonna let you get on with your day. I hope you're alright. I hope you had a good weekend. And, I hope if you're trying to lose weight, you're doing it. If you're trying to just get healthy, cool. I hope you're getting healthier. Get up, move, even if it's for 10 minutes a day, you know, and you walk laps around your house. There you go. Don't need to say that to Helen, though, because, like, she must walk a million laps when she's dying herself striping. You do walk a million laps, don't you, through your house? I know you do. Kim, I know she walks with her husband because they live in a beautiful, beautiful place. They're so lucky. Anyway, I'm going to walk in place while this edits. I hope you're having a good day and you have a great week, and I might do a shorty on Thursday, right before I do the Craft House Magic, just to say, hey ho, this is where I'm at for the 3 days. But if I don't, then I'll see you on Monday, okay? And I'll see you at Cyder House Crafts on Thursday. All right, take care of yourselves. I will talk to you later. I'm gonna hit my mouse now. Love you guys. Stick to it, you can do it.